These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mountain Goat. The CBI monetary and gold reserves continue to rise as the months roll on and oil continues to stay high. There is talk from my CBI contacts that the CBI is going to back the dinar totally with gold. This does not mean they won't also have US dollars stashed in their foreign reserves and natural resources, as well as the revenues from the other sources such as customs and tariffs and tourism to back it up. RV already, I think the reality is Iraq must fix their problem or the UN will do it for them. And the international community is no mood to wait. Sandy Ingram, the Prime Minister of Iraq, is traveling to the United States to participate in the work of the United Nations General Assembly at its 77th session. We can only hope as investors that these meetings with the international figures will result in a higher exchange rate in the future. Mark Z via PDK, is this boom week or are they still kicking the can? I do not think they're kicking the can. I believe this is event driven now and things are moving quickly. It's getting to be crunch time on the RV front. Out of Iraq, there was a number of articles that came out from 3 different groups saying there is a need to get the government sat. Samson article, quote, Al-Kazemi arrives in New York. Quote, Al-Kazemi arrives in New York. He will meet kings and head of state and give speech on Iraq, unquote. Walking Stick via Frank 26, Kazemi is having many secret meetings. These meetings are for the monetary reform. It's for the floating of the Iraqi dinar. It's for the opening of new banks. It's for the new currency to leave its country. Pimpy article, quote, Iraq ranks 47th among the largest economies in the world. Congrats to Iraq for having pretty strong economy despite all the crap that's going on. But how much stronger it could have been had they been able to form a government, pass the budget, and got a lot more accomplished without the stalemate. They would definitely be higher than 47th place, that's for sure. But a good economy and a stable government, stable country, strong gold reserves, strong foreign currency reserves, all these things help strengthen the Iraqi dinar. Those are the things that would help push the Iraqi dinar forward as far as revaluing the Iraqi dinar. Samson article, quote, the German ambassador details the areas of partnership between Baghdad and Berlin and announces the extent of his country's support for Iraq. Quote, Iraq has a large financial base and it's different from the countries close to it and has special and interesting resources, noting that Iraq has 85 million euros and this compares to a full treasury for any future government. Frank 26, Iraq boots on the ground report. Firefly, my bank guy said to me today that the deal with the European Union accepting dinars in their countries, it's a super positive sign and only means they know this is a currency that will eventually become international. It could be in 2023 or it could be the next quarter or it could be within weeks. We don't know. But they have calculated this and this is the only reason to go out and start accepting this dinar. It makes no sense otherwise. Frank says, I believe this month will be magical. If the satellite banks open by the end of the month into the first week of the next month, then the magic will be real. Mark Zevia PDK, Al-Kazemi has been in many closed-door meetings today, and he is to speak to the UN on Friday. Today he met with other Arab country leaders. They discussed banking and trade and values. We are expecting that to continue throughout the week. We do not know whether or not when he addresses the UN on Friday, he addressed the new rate, but that is what a few of my contacts believe will happen. We pray this is what happens. All right, and Walking Stick via Frank 26, Iran and European Union and many others are using the dinar in their banking structure. It's still at a program rate, but they're using it in their banks. That's a first. That's historical. Lastly, Mark Z via PDK, I'm being told by my finance ministry contacts there are things moving very quickly in Iraq, finally, for values. Lots of deals being cut so they can move forward. If they change the value before the RV, it would be in fiat. They have a mechanism in place called a nominal effective exchange rate where they could go with a partial increase in their value, and the last rate I heard if they do this is $1.60 US. I still do not think that is going to happen.